The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Hello and welcome into week 3 of the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman pulls one out of the fire against the 23rd ranked team in the country and comes away with a 31-28 overtime win over the Wingate Bulldogs. Hello everyone, I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. Ashley, what a wild, crazy, insane, improbable week 3 win over Wingate. Upon reflection, I don't know how you won. First time ever that Carson-Newman has won a game this century with fewer than 100 yards rushing, and yet found the end zone through the air 3 times and found some other creative ways to score. Can you appreciate, admire what your team pulled off while also acknowledging that this was an improbable way to get a victory?
We played a really good team who was super aggressive defensively, and but you can't have it both ways. You can't be super aggressive on defense, and you can't run support with every guy on secondary and then be able to cover pass. So, you know, we scored 3 times through there, had some other opportunities. So, you know, I guess that's the way it goes. You live by it, you die by it. The other things, we didn't turn the ball over. Had, you know, quite a few fewer penalty yards than they did. We made our kicks. We didn't do anything to beat ourselves, and it just gave us an opportunity to win at the end.
Truly, 31-28 is a pretty prototypical football score. How you got to 31 is not. Defensive PAT from Major Williams, first one of those for the program in 11 years. You block a field goal to set up a short field. You get a pick to set up a short field. A lot of little things add up to the win. Pretty much every little thing went Carson-Newman's way. How much of a teaching point can that be that, hey, you do the little things right, it can help you?
I think it's one of those deals that if we don't make a couple of those plays, we don't win the game. But we did. We made our kicks. We had a great punt by Grayson at the end of the game. In the return game, we didn't do anything in the return game, but we caught every punt, we caught every kickoff. There were no lost yardage or hidden yardage plays. Our defense, our special teams, the big plays on offense, not turning over on offense, just gave us a chance at the end versus a very good football team. And, you know, it's why you play, okay? And we just found a way, and I'm just super proud of the resiliency of our guys. Defensively,
Wingate's front, much ballyhooed. Marquise Fleming is a Harlan Hill Trophy finalist last season. Rarity for a defender, let alone a D lineman, to receive that honor. Just how good was that defensive front that you went against?
They're very good. They're talented. They're experienced. And at the same note, they were very aggressive on the back end. So just give them credit. And then you go back and watch it. We're just like scratching the surface offensively. Yeah. You know, really didn't have I guess our full allotment of plays probably isn't really in. We've got to play better on offense. Not surprised by anything that happened, the way they played, the way we responded. We just got to get better. You know, the other thing that is, not to make excuses, we won the game, is, you know, we lost our headsets. And that just threw everything into disarray as well. So we'll have to improve on that area as well.
We'll break down some of that chaos when we come back after these messages. This is the Ashley Ingram Show.
Believe in Nashville. Believe in Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Believe in communities where people take care of each other. Believe in staying true to your word and treating others the way you'd want to be treated. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee's insurance company.
When it comes to the things you love the most in life, you want an insurance company who knows you and cares about you. At Carriage Hill Insurance, that's not just what they do, that's who they are. Whether it's home, auto, life, or business, you'll get the best coverage for the best cost. From Tennesseans who know Tennesseans. Carriage Hill Insurance. Insurance with a human touch.
Hey guys, it's Mark from the all-new Rusty Wallace Hyundai, and we're proud to be supporters of the Carson-Newman Eagles. At Rusty Wallace Hyundai, we're home of the 200,000-mile warranty and 3 years free maintenance. And we want to wish Coach Ingram and all the coaches, players, and fans a great football season. So come and check us out at RustyWallaceHyundai.com. So from my family and all the Rusty Wallace Hyundai family, Talon's up!
Back on the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman collects a 31-28 win over the Wingate Bulldogs. Adam Cavalier alongside the Eagles head man Ashley Ingram. Ashley, a maddening game for a lot of reasons. You alluded to it before the break. Lost your headsets, lost a ton of quarterbacks as well. You played three different guys under center. Three? Yeah, three. But we're without Teddy Gleaton at the start. Due to an injury. We're without Zane Whitson due to a death in his family. And then go all the way down to Justin Johnson taking the pivotal snaps in overtime to set you up for a game-winning field goal. Can you break down and account for those circumstances?
Yeah, well, you know, we the way we practice a lot of guys, a lot of reps. We run 2 huddles. We run 2 quarterbacks per huddle. So we kind of prepare for these things. You know, really through spring ball, through fall camp, and all these, you know, just really every day. I'm just, again, proud of the resiliency. And, you know, the thought never crossed our mind that, okay, Gavin's in the game, now we pull back our game plan. So we just pressed forward, and the guys that played got the job done, and we're just excited about that.
A first half, you scored early. We're up 10-0, and then Wingate started to find its offensive footing. Was it just a matter of time before the reigning SAC Offensive Freshman of the Year, Brooks Bentley, was able to connect with some people?
Yeah, he's obviously a good player. Again, you got a coaching staff that's got a lot of continuity. You've got experienced players. You got a team that's won a minimum of 8 games every season since 2016. So I've got a ton of respect for Coach Jordan and his program. I've got a ton of respect for their players. Yeah, nothing about the game surprised me. Just the fact that we were able to hang in there with them, to kind of stay in the game and have a chance to win at the end is really exciting.
There's the old meme of a cat hanging on to a clothesline with the caption, "Hang in there." That felt like it encapsulated Carson-Newman as the game wore on. Could you hang in there long enough to pick up the win? Did you feel that in real time?
I did. You know, I guess they never had the lead, right?
Had the lead at halftime, okay. But after you scored the field goal in the third quarter, they never took it back.
Right. You know, right at the end of the game, obviously we needed them to miss that field goal, and it was still a pretty long shot. So our defense kind of held strong there. We get it to overtime. You know, our defense gets a sack early on, makes it a tough field goal. So yeah, there were obviously the very end of the game of regulation, obviously you're concerned there. Things weren't looking good. But other than that, I don't know. I think it was just kind of a back and forth contest, and our guys just hung in there and found a way to get it done.
Eagles were down at the halftime break, 20-18 to Wingate, and here are those first half highlights.
SAC Defensive Player of the Year makes the stop, and it brings out Bennett Smith for a 37-yard field goal from the 20-yard line. No score, 11:52 to play in the first quarter. Gamble to hold, Bradshaw to snap. Snap back, called down, Smith's kick is on the way. It has enough distance. Does it have the line? It sure does. It's good. Bennett Smith true from 37, and Carson-Newman opens up the scoring with 3. 3-0 Eagles with 11:39 to go in the first quarter. We're back after this on the field. We'll kick from right to left. Wind at his back. Snap back, hold down. The kick is blocked. And it is scooped up by an Eagle. He's going to try to return it. Ducks through a couple of bodies and squirts free along the right. From the gun, 2 tight ends to the right. They'll hand off to Wallace straight ahead. Wallace picking his way. He's into the second level. Wallace clear sailing ahead. He scores. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Ethan Wallace, his first touchdown of the season, and it comes on his longest rush of the year. 22 yards straight up the gut, run opposite side of those 2 tight ends to punch it in. 10-6, Eagles lead. Bone Steele on for the point after attempt. Snap back, hold bobbled. The holder scoops up, loses the football. It's scooped up along the left sideline. Carson-Newman looking to return it. Major Williams has it in his hands. Williams strolling along the left sideline. He returns it for a defensive point after attempt. Carson-Newman scores 2 with Major Williams on the defensive PAT. First one of those Carson-Newman has scored in 3,983 days. Jared East Brown at North Greenville in 2013. Receivers wide side to the right. Bentley takes the shotgun snap. He's blitzed straight up the middle by Major Williams. Bentley escapes, but he will not get away from Ja'Cory Long, who finishes him off back at the 26-yard line. Loss of 9 at 2nd and 19. 4 wide set, 2 each way, wide side to the right. Bentley takes the snap, steps up, airs long, middle of the field. It's a jump ball. Major Williams high points it and has a pick at the 35. Williams returning it inside the 30 and the boundary right side, inside the 25, and he's finally wrestled down at the 22. Major Williams makes some sudden change happen. Bulldog 24. Gosnell under center, fakes the toss, bootleg to the right. Gosnell airs, right side of the end zone. He's got Cade Meeks. He's in. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Bootleg right, Gavin Gosnell, and he throws a dime to Cade Meeks. 24-yard pitch and catch, and the Eagles are back in front. It's 18-13 with 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. 2 tight ends to the short side right. Bentley claps, play fake, back to pass, has oodles of time, throws to the left side of the end zone. Kendall Williams bats it away. It's incomplete on 3rd downs. You got it 1st and 10, right hashes at the Carson-Newman 19. Bentley from the pistol. Takes the snap, play fake to Wallace, going to throw middle of the field, wide open to the tight end. Kane has it over the left hashes, and he strolls in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. 19 yards from Brooks Bentley.
Those are the first half highlights. Eagles trailed for the first time all season, trailed for the first time at the break this year, 20-18, the Wingate Bulldogs. Ashley, what was your halftime message to this team?
Very simply, we're down 2 points to a really good football team. There should have been no expectation this was going to be easy. It was going to take a lot of work. It's going to be hard. We're going to have to strain. And that was the message, that we're in a great position. And just get out there and let's go play and play a little better.
Did have one stat correction from Saturday. There's some good and bad in it. It took you below 50 yards rushing, right. But there was a screen to Jeremiah Carroll that was counted as a rush that was in fact a pass. Gives him 100 yards through the air, right, with a 12-yard screen. What about the job he did with multiple quarterbacks, the first 100-yard receiver of your tenure as head coach here?
Well, first of all, the only stat I care about is the win and the loss. We can rush for 0 yards from here on out if we'll just keep winning. But Jeremiah is a very good player. He's dynamic. He can run. They finally played a little off man. We got him a ball and he made a play. Scored a touchdown earlier as well. But he's an athletic kid. He and Cade Meeks both came through, and we knew they could be weapons on the outside force, and both of them came through.
Defensively, you were in the Bulldog backfield a lot. 11 sacks on the day, but nobody had more than 2. How nice is it to see a boatload of defensive pressure come from a lot of different places.
It was great, and we had 2 starters on the D-line that did not play. So for Coach Slade and our defensive staff to be able to put together a game plan, play some young guys, played a couple freshmen on the defensive line. It was great to see that. And again, the defense's resiliency, obviously they made some mistakes, but they kept us in the ball game and gave us a chance.
Carson-Newman gets the job done over the Wingate Bulldogs, 31-18 in overtime. Second half action heads your way when we come back after these messages. This is the Ashley Ingram Show.
Hello? My internet just died.
I heard about your lost connection.
How did you...
It's a casserole.
Oh, the slag is killing me.
My condolences on your lag.
Mom, there's a creepy man at the door.
Stupid spinning wheel of death.
Bring your internet back to life with Tri-Lat Fiber. Stream, video conference, and game on the fastest network in the nation. Go big and get the gig.
Believe in Nashville. Believe in Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Believe in communities where people take care of each other. Believe in staying true to your word and treating others the way you'd want to be treated. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the court. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
All right, back on the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman collects a 31-28 overtime win over the Wingate Bulldogs. Ashley, a contest where you trailed for the first time. What was the reaction? What was the mentality of this team like when it did go down for the first time all season?
They just kept playing. I didn't notice anyone hanging their head. I didn't notice anyone pointing a finger and blame. We just kept playing. And again, we're playing a really good team. To be in a close contest down by 2 points at half, I think we'll take that anytime versus a team like that. We just kept playing. We had a good third quarter offensively. Fourth quarter couldn't get much going. The defense kind of came through. Special teams came through. We just kept battling.
Who do you single out, or do you single anybody out defensively? You gave a lot of credit to that side of the football, especially late. Who stuck out for you?
Well, Major Williams had 12 tackles. He had an interception. He almost had another circus interception.
Yeah.
Kendall Williams, I thought, played well, was in a lot of great coverage, made some plays on the ball. And then again, the defensive front, if I'm not mistaken, 6 sacks on the day.
Yeah.
I thought we just played great. We played young guys. We played a lot of guys. So I think defensively it's all of them.
Probably have gone too deep in this show without talking about the big point for this game, and that was special teams. You touched on Grayson Campbell. When you absolutely needed a coffin corner gorgeous kick, well, you probably weren't going to get one from 75 yards away. You got one. 69-yard punt is the 6th longest punt in school history to pin Wingate inside the 5 and prevent them from having a prayer at a final last-second drive. And then Bennett Smith. We're shooting this before the SAC Players of the Week come out, but if he's not the SAC Special Teams Player of the Week, I want to see the guy that had the better week than him. What can you say about your 2 kickers?
I thought they were both great. Grayson has kicked great all season. He's been a huge addition for us. The big punt, it really made it where they just couldn't even really take a chance to try to get down the field to kick the field goal. Us being able to make them use their final 2 timeouts, the possession prior, helped that. That was just awesome and got us to overtime. And then Bennett, again, as we talked about after the game, he missed an extra point earlier in the first game. He missed a short 31-yard field goal. We actually opened up the place kicking competition this past week in practice, He won the job, kicked well, and then for him to come back, and be able to make 3 kicks, make the kick when it counts, I think it's just awesome for him.
For a third consecutive week, excluding points off kicks, your special team scores points. You've blocked a punt for a touchdown. You've returned a kickoff for a touchdown. And now that ever rare defensive PAT, 5th one of those in school history. How about the job of that side of the football, finding ways to put points on the board?
It's been huge. You take the points, you take the kicks, you take the no hidden yardage in the return game. We caught the balls. Coach Goss, Coach Weiser, both done a great job there, and it's just a credit to our team.
Carson-Newman gets the job done over the Wingate Bulldogs to move to 3-0 for the first time since 2013. Second half highlights. They're now on the Ashley Ingram Show.
In the gun for 3rd and 4 from Wingate's own 39. Bentley back to pass, 4-man rush. He's pressured, he escapes, he dives forward and is knocked out by Christian Hicks over the right hashes up at the 40. 1st and 10 Eagles, middle of the field at the Bulldog 32. It's a screen to the right side for Jeremiah Carroll. Nice stiff arm, throws his man to the ground, picks up first down yardage, and he's out of bounds down at the 20.
If you're from Wingate there, they're just unfortunate penalties.
Kickoff will bounce at the 12. Snap will pick it up at the 5 along the right sideline. Snap across the 20. He's spun around and yanked down up at the 20-yard line. He'll get forward progress after the 15-yard return. Quality stop by Jacob Madison. Out of the gun with Seamer to his left. Claps his hands, takes the snap at the waist, play fake. Drops back to pass 3 steps. Pressured, steps up. He's grabbed by Ja'Cory Long. He drags him down over the left hashes up at the 23-yard line. Bentley, 2 each way, wide sides to the right. Seamer lined up to Bentley's right. Takes the shotgun snap. Bentley pressured late by Cruz Temple. Temple has him, and he sacks him back at the 10. Cruz Temple, a delayed cannon shot up the gut, brings Bentley down for a loss of 13. Back-to-back 3-and-outs by Carson-Newman's defense.
He's leaving it all up on Wingate.
2nd and 7. Gosnell from under center. Takes, quick pitch, left side, Bradley. Bradley looking for the seam. He's got it. Has first down yardage. Over the numbers, left side. Knocked down in Wingate territory, down at the 46-yard line by Ryan Green. Half bone for the Eagles with Bradley in motion. Gosnell takes, and Marquise Fleming shoots through. Gosnell hit as he throws complete at the 40 to Bradley. Spins through a tackle. He's got first down yardage across the 35 and the boundary left side, and spun down at the 29-yard line. 3 to go in the 3rd quarter. Gosnell in the flex bone. Takes the snap. Screen to the right side. Jeremiah Carroll makes his man miss. Carroll off to the races. He's across the 20 and 10. Carroll is untouched for 6. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Jeremiah Carroll, 35 yards through the air on the screen. Bentley in the pistol, tight end Flanders in motion, left side of the line. Seamer behind Bentley, takes the snap, hands off to Seamer. Good pressure by Carson-Newman. They run him down in the alleyway and slap him for a loss back at the 37-yard line. Mackay Brown and Mackay Shaw. A couple of Mackays fill the gap and stop him for a loss of 3. It's 2nd and 13. The 3rd straight. Bentley claps his hands, takes the snap. 3-man rush, dumps out to the left side. That's complete at the 42 and tackled immediately. Well shy of the first down is Evan McCray. It's to the left. Ball spotted on the Carson-Newman 21 on the right hash. Bentley back to pass. Pressured up the middle. Escapes, stumbles, falls forward. He loses yardage back to the 22. Ja'Cory Long trips him up. This is a 39-yard try for Caleb Bonesteel. Kicking from left to right. Gets it off, line drive, kick, Bonesteel. He pushed it to the right. No good. Carson-Newman's defense holds true. A missed field goal for the all-sack performer Bonesteel. And Carson-Newman takes over 1st and 10. An 8-point lead, but Wingate is knocking on the door. Bentley claps his hands, play fake, back to pass, airs to the back left corner of the end zone, has a wide open man. It's Estranza. He tiptoes in, touchdown Bulldogs. Estranza behind the defense on a flag route. Backs off. Bentley back to pass. Rushed from the left. Bentley sacked. Back into Carson-Newman territory. Kendall Williams from the opposite side. And the blind side drops him back at the 49 for a loss of 2. Shotgun look. Snap back. Throwing middle of the end zone. The pass hauled in. It's complete to McCray as he's shoved out by Champ Baker. But he hauls it in, and Wingate ties it at 28. The two-point conversion's good. At the Carson-Newman 25, Bentley claps, takes the snap. Pressured, airs along the right sideline. Jump ball, McCray. Did he get it in? No. Incomplete. A flag on the play.
We had 2-on-2, so that means it's man or his own.
Snap back to Campbell. This is a gorgeous kick. Bounces inside the 20, inside the 10, and rolls out of bounds at the 3. Have you ever seen a prettier punt? Coffin corner from 75 yards away. Third longest punt in school history. Shoo! Bradshaw to snap. It's back. Campbell's hold is down. Smith's kick is on the way. Smith's kick buried. It's good. Eagles win. A walk-off 34-yard field goal from Bennett Smith gets Carson-Newman to 3-0 for the first time since 2013 as the Eagles knock off 23rd ranked Wingate 31-28.
Back on the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman collects a 31-28 win over the Wingate Bulldogs. When we come back, it's time for our Talon Talk, and that's after these messages.
At Carson-Newman, we're not just creating nurses, we're shaping leaders. Where else can you find a university that offers full room and board plus an unlimited meal plan for ROTC scholarship cadets? Only here, where excellence meets generosity. Step into our state-of-the-art skills lab, a sanctuary for practical learning exclusive to our nursing students. It's here that excellence becomes second nature. With our student-focused approach, every class is an opportunity for personalized growth, thanks to our exceptional student-to-professor ratio. Experience a learning environment where collaboration thrives, supported by a strong bond between cadres and students, ensuring your success is never left to chance. And for those aiming to join our esteemed nursing program, high priority are given to Army ROTC Nursing Scholarship recipients, a testament to our commitment to your future. Dive into a nursing program where your military training at CST translates into academic credits, a rare opportunity to fast-track your degree. Join a battalion recognized for its outstanding performance, celebrated by the VA and the East Tennessee Military Affairs Council. This is where leaders are born, when you're not just prepared for the future, but you're prepared to lead it.
All right, back on the Ashley Ingram Show. Time now for this week's Talon Talk. And this week, walking the field with Andrew Rogers, it's Trey Luttrell.
Welcome to another episode of Talon Talk. Andrew Rogers here with senior quarterback Trey Luttrell.
Luttrell out of the flex bone. Takes the snap, fakes the dive, drops back to pass. Luttrell airs long, wide open. Zach Williams hauls it at the 25. Williams splits the hashes. Touchdown, Carson-Newman.
Trey, let's start our walk here. Interesting journey for you. Two schools, and they're both South Atlantic Conference schools, Lenoir-Rhyne and now Carson-Newman. What's that been like?
I mean, it was definitely a very prayerful journey. Out of high school, Drew Carnett gave me an opportunity to go play at LR. it was a tough decision, but I'm glad I made it. And then at the end of 21, decided after a lot of prayer and talking with my parents to hop in the portal before it was really a trendy thing to do. And kind of God put it on my heart that Carson-Newman and being back in Jeff City was the place to go. I know my dad was really excited for me to be wearing blue and orange instead of cardinal and black and white. So that was a really easy conversation to have with him. And then got here January of 22. And I mean, it's been one of the biggest blessings in my life.
You mentioned your parents. They both were athletes here at Carson-Newman, so you had that connection. But how much of an influence did they have in telling you about this school and what it could do for your future?
I mean, just growing up, my dad played football here, mom played soccer, and then my uncle also played football here as well. So, I mean, blue and orange on Saturdays was a normal thing. I mean, Saturday nights or Sunday mornings, I'd wake up and Dad is watching the Ken Sparks show. So it's always, how's Carson-Newman doing since I can remember? I mean, showing family photo books of me being in this stadium before the KSAC was a thing. So, but my parents never really pushed us to a certain school. It was always just go where you want to be, go where you're going to fit in, go where you're going to have success. And Carson-Newman just so happened to be that place, and it was perfect timing.
What sticks out in the memories that you've mentioned a little bit from your parents and what they told you about growing up, and how has that maybe come to fruition now that you've been in school here?
I think with Carson-Newman football specifically, it's just the relationships. I mean, this is year 3 here. I have met so many great people academically with the professors of helping me transition from being at LR to here. And then my teammates, I mean, my dad still has teammates that he talks to and keeps up with. And then, I mean, I have friends for life here. I mean, there's Brian Doe the past 2 years, and then Zach Williams this year. I mean, those are two of my best friends. Zane Whitson, of course, as well, being in the same quarterback room with him, seeing him every day with a smile, and he's probably wearing cowboy boots. So those are guys, those are just a few guys of a lot that I'll keep up with for the rest of my life, that Carson-Newman brought us together for a reason. And I mean, there's been great memories, there's been sad times together, and there's no telling what the future will hold for us.
World-class weightlifter. When did that passion start to become one of yours?
So once again, Dad is very elite at what he does. He's a high school football coach and a strength and conditioning coach. He's really, really good at it. He sent an athlete to Rio in 2016, Jenny Arthur, an amazing athlete. And so weightlifting was just kind of always something we did. Dad's very good at the youth development model. So, I mean, I remember lifting in my first youth national championships when I was 8 years old down at Disney Worldwide Sports, and it was just in the summer that's what we did because couldn't put a helmet on and play football. And then just that grew, and then in high school that kind of died. And then Travis Match, who's another elite level USA weightlifting coach, he started a team at LR, gave me a chance to be a 2-sport athlete at LR and do that and compete, and that was awesome. So it's just something that I always wanted to be with Dad, whether it's on the football field at practice, being the ball boy, getting water, doing whatever, or be in the weight room with him, or we called it the woodshed at the house, from a wooden dowel rod from the time I was 4 to competing on a national stage.
Yeah, that's unique. Let's circle it back to your playing season now, your senior season at Carson-Newman. You suffered an ACL tear last year. What was that process like mentally, physically, to recover from that, and now to have success here in 2024?
I mean, it wasn't easy, but I mean, the brotherhood that we have here, I mean, guys like Major Williams, Zane Whitson, Kendall Williams, Zach Wood, I mean, all those guys that I've been here for 3 years holding me accountable. And then honestly, whenever I didn't want to do anything, Fletcher Gibson would remind me what Colt Sonor went through and went through during that spring season. It's like, if I'm having a bad day, I'd think of Colt. We do push-ups for Colt every morning during a lift. I was like, I can't have a bad day. He's a warrior. I tried to attack my rehab like Colt did.
Trey, best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
That's senior quarterback Trey Luttrell. I'm Andrew Rogers on this episode of Talon Talk.
All right, Andrew, thank you very much. Ashley, obviously we shoot these things a little bit ahead of schedule. Trey went down with an injury on Saturday, but feels like he's been able to plug in at quarterback when called upon and deliver some results for you. What have you seen from a coach's kid, an old kid, who's been around college football for we won't say how long.
Right. I think he's been great. I think he's done much better than just fill in. He started the first game for us. He played really well against West Virginia State when he got his opportunities. Played really well against Wingate when he was in there. So he's done a great job. He's a great young man. He's a great leader. He's really kind of everything you're looking for in a player and a leader. And we think we'll get him back soon. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. And he's been awesome.
I want to go back to December 12th in your introductory press conference. If I were to tell you then that you were going to start 3-0, what's your reaction?
Well, obviously I'm excited where we're at. I couldn't be more pleased with the way the team and the young men on the team have responded. But we're 3-0. I'm very appreciative of it. But our goal is to go 1-0 this week, and then we'll see how it all lands at the end of the season. But we're excited with where we're at, obviously.
Back on the road to take on a Catawba team that under Tyler Haynes has quickly become known for its offense. Longtime OC for the Shepherd Rams, obviously produced an NFL quarterback in his time there. What sticks out to you about this week's matchup against a Catawba team that's off to a 1-2 start but has a load of offensive pieces at its disposal?
Right. We've got to go on the road after an emotional win. We've got to play a team that beat us last year. Coach does a great job offensively there. They're going to score points. We're going to have our work cut out for us. And then offensively, there's a lot of things that we've got to correct. We've got to get much better if we're going to continue winning games. Defensively, we're going to have a big challenge in front of us. So, the goal this week is to get better and just to work, to kind of focus, control what we can control. And we've got to play better this week if we're going to continue to win.
Ashley, thanks for the time. Congrats on a heart-stopping 31-28 overtime win over the Wingate Bulldogs.
Thank you.
It's Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier. This has been the Ashley Ingram Show. Thanks for watching.